So, it's been a long time since I made a video. I have some reasons for that. Number one, I got sick. I don't know how, I don't know who, I don't know if it was seasonal allergies, but I got sick. On top of that, I was in a dance concert that killed productivity for an entire week. And of course, Final Cut Pro released an update that subsequently allowed it to crash every time I've tried to use it. That's the thing. Also, because it's really nice outside today, as it is now finally warm, I'm outside, which is why you see trees. And also the reason why I'm not wearing any shoes. Wow, my feet are entirely dirty. However, the time off has allowed me to pay attention to the internet, and what I've learned from it is that the internet probably really hates me for that video I made about voice acting in Zelda. Whoops. So I'm going to avoid that by talking about something that's probably not going to make everyone angry. Like movies. We're getting very close to that part of the year where all the major summer blockbusters start getting released in the cinemas, and in the last month we've gotten a lot of major announcements. However, two of them have had one thing in common. Bears! Not just any bears either. These bears are household names, one for being an icon in children's entertainment, and one that isn't. I'll get more on that one later. So, Disney announced that there was going to be a live-action Winnie-the-Pooh in development, where Christopher Robin comes back as an adult to revisit Pooh and the gang in the 100-acre wood. I have several questions about that. First off, why? Why are we getting a live-action movie? What was wrong with it being animated? I mean, yeah, the animated film that happened recently did not do as well as in the US as expected, but that was because someone had the bright idea of releasing it alongside the last Harry Potter movie, which is obviously a terrible idea, because if I have to choose between a bear with a honey addiction and wizards, I'm going with wizards, because come on! They're wizards, I want to do spells and things. But if you actually saw the last Winnie-the-Pooh movie, you'll know that it's actually fairly solid, and it works really well in the animated medium. Which leads me into another question: how does one exactly make Winnie-the-Pooh live action to begin with? I mean, this isn't the first time that it's happened, but the last time it did, the characters look something like this, and, can we not? Now, obviously times have changed since then, and so if someone can make a raccoon look really, really cool in a CG environment, Winnie-the-Pooh shouldn't be an issue either. However, what's not really registering with me, though, is how this is Bunny. 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 I don't think that bunny actually even realizes that I'm here. Okay. Well, that was an ADD moment. There's a bunny that's literally just been sitting there for about 4 or 5 minutes. I don't know if it's dead. Anyway, what's not really resonating with me is how this whole idea of Christopher Robin's coming back to the 100-acre wood as an adult. How is that supposed to work? Is it supposed to be like a TED thing or a nostalgia trip? I don't really know. I genuinely do not know how Disney plans to pull this one off, because it seems like it's one location change and bad character design away from becoming an indie horror game. Which brings me to the other bear, Freddy. So, Warner Brothers apparently acquired the rights to make a film adaptation of Five Nights at Freddy's. What? Why? We've already gotten 3 games, an announcement on the 4th, tons of fan-made stuff, loads of merchandise, and a flood of what I'm just gonna classify as Rule 34. Do not look it up. And the franchise hasn't even been around for a full year. And now there's a film being made? Jesus Christ and a walrus. Now, to be clear, I do genuinely enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's as a franchise. Yes, I know a lot of people don't like them because of the jump scares and that they say it's nothing but jump scares, but I sort of disagree. Yeah, the game mechanics are a bit simple, but simplicity isn't a bad thing. Simplicity actually really works in this case because it allows the tension to build up as you're trying to survive the night. Plus, despite the fact that I recently did a Freddy cosplay, I love me some Foxy. However, here's my problem with this. They are trying to make an adaptation out of a series of games that can all be purchased on this thing for under $10. What exactly can you do with that? The gameplay doesn't really give you a whole lot to work with, and the lore, while extensive, is left incredibly vague. And don't even get me started on the fan theories. Also, we're talking about an adaptation of a video game, and video game adaptations are famously good at either staying in limbo or being flat out terrible. I mean, according to Metacritic, the best video game movie we've gotten at this point was the Mortal Kombat film from 1995. And it got a 58. That does not give me a whole lot of confidence. And realistically, both Winnie-the-Pooh and Five Nights at Freddy's are pretty far off in terms of release. So, honestly, I'm not entirely concerned about it, because getting concerned about it is going to waste time. Either way, I'll probably go see both. So what do you guys think? Do you think these companies made a good decision? tell me down below. Like this video if you like it, share it to keep the discussion going, and click on my face if you want to subscribe. Now, if you excuse me. Are you serious? I'm outside!